Hey there, Arts Bricks. This is the For Real live stream. I'm glad to see you here tonight. Hi there, Alex. Hey, Sylvian. Good to see you here. So, guys, this live stream is my first one. So, a little bit getting used to stuff. I'm having my chat on my laptop on the left of me. The box is in front of me. So, yeah, I'm ready to build. Just waiting to get everything in order. Having a drink here. Hey Northern Lego, hey Kind Zonder Leven. Hey Gewone Vis. Very nice to see everybody checking in with me. I have no idea how many people are going to watch this, but I'm just going to open it now. So this is a set that I got a few days ago. I kept it for a live stream like this. I really wanted to do a live stream. I didn't really know what to do it about. So I figured I'll just go building stuff. And I think I'll need you guys to tell me if I'm doing stuff right and if everything is in screen, because it's a little bit hard. I did a good setup, but I can't really see the live stream very good at the moment. So just let's get started. I'm gonna open up the box. Really excited about this set. From the whole wave, this is one that I wanted the most, I guess. So it's a small one, and there is stickers, as you can see, but just a few. Only some rock work, which is fine, no problem. One booklet. Something about the booklets though, with the clone tank from a while ago. I think 2 waves back there was 2 booklets with a very small set, and I have no idea why Lego does that. But yeah, still very, very good. Let me check the chat. Can you please align the top of the screen with the line of the table? I'll see what I can do. We have some people that notice details, and I really like that, so thank you. I'm going to try to do that. This is actually a tripod that I got for the holidays. I think this is better. This is about the best that I can do. Everything is kind of balancing at the edge of the table. Yeah, I think this is the best setup that I can create. I see someone is having problems with the buffering. Well, I think everything is working, so it might be your internet connection. You have to check that. So, hello there, everybody. Let me see. Let's start with the booklet and just open up bag number 1 and see what we got. So, you got the set as well, Sylvian. Yeah, I really like the playset builds. They're kind of underrated. Everything is about ships, I guess. But still, I don't know. I like playsets, but I know about you guys. I saw the leaked images of the Yoda's hut, and that actually looks like it's built by a 3-year-old. So I'm not going to get that set, at least not at retail. But this one, I think this is great. I've seen so many people get this one and maybe get multiples, try to build an island, and using the burp pieces, the big ugly rock pieces, to create a mountain and put several of these huts together to create something like a village. And I think it just proves how great and how versatile this set is. Oh yeah, there is a cape, of course. Let's get that out first. I love the newer cloth style capes. By the way, I have to tell you guys that if you want to ask anything about my channel or about me or whatever, just go ahead, because I'll just be building this in a very slow pace. And you know, I like sharing stuff. If you want to know anything, this is, I guess, the best opportunity, because I'm not able to answer personal questions or questions about my channel live on any videos, because if I'm reviewing, I would like to keep it to the review, and if I'm time-lapsing, of course, there's just music, which I really hope you appreciate, and there's a new time-lapse coming soon. So, I mean, this is the best scenario to ask me anything you would like to know. And no, I do not believe the rumors of a €500 UCS Cloud City. Although I have to say that the information that was leaked was based on a note that said there is a UCS set coming, a coded CC, which people interpret as being Cloud City, which is possible because it is a very, very wanted set. But to be truly honest, I think it's very overrated. It's not very good looking, the original one. It's just very rare. And I personally, I'm not a big fan. I mean, you have the carbon freezing chamber set, you have the Slave 1 set, so you have everything you need to build your own really big cloud city. So I don't see the need for a UCS version of a playset. I mean, the last UCS playset that we have seen was the Hoth playset, and that didn't go all too well. Most people didn't like that, so I don't know why you would like a UCS Cloud City set. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, CC could be so many other things. Could be something with clones or anything. So we'll just have to see. And yes, there is a porg in here somewhere. That would be my third porg, by the way, because I have two of the porgs from the UCS Millennium Falcon. I don't have them with me now, but they are actually different from the one that I'm building right now. So let me have a look at the check. Oh, should there be a porg battle pack? No, definitely no. Although I don't hate the porgs. And for everybody who hates porgs, I think it's important for you to understand why they are there. Because as far as I know, the porgs were created because the scenes filmed on Luke's island actually contain a lot of protected wildlife, including some birds that look a bit like porgs and that couldn't be edited out of the movie. So they had to think of something. And that is how porgs came into being. So it's not a stupid joke from the movie makers. It's just, a solution for having a lot of birds in your scenery. And I think it's just a funny thing. I like them. They're cute. They're nice. They make for good stuffed animals. I might buy one for my baby boy one day if he likes porgs. So if you can see, here is the porg, and the difference between this one and the UCS Millennium Falcon is actually just the plate on the front, the tile piece on the front, meaning this one is white and the other one is gray. So I'm going to put him here with Luke, and I forgot Luke's staff. Let me see. This is so different from building just a set on my own. I kind of speed build everything as fast as I can. And this is, a really different pace. I like this. What recommendations will you give to someone who wants to buy Lego from eBay? From Joss. I'm from the Netherlands, and we don't have eBay. We have Marktplaats, which is Dutch for marketplace, and that works fine. But the Netherlands is a very small country, so if someone cheats you, you can mostly find them or call the cops or anything. So it's not a big deal at all. And but mostly, I think if deals seem too good to be true, either go there and check it for yourself and pick it up, or don't do it, because it's most of the time it's just bullshit. Let me see. Do we have any more questions? What are your thoughts on the Han Solo movie sets? Well, I have seen them. For me, it's the first time that Lego actually spoils a movie, because there's so much in there that we didn't know about the movie. Of course, for those who haven't seen, there is images of a new Millennium Falcon playset, but that has a very different look than from what you're used to. So if you want to see that, just Google it and go check that out. There are some new troopers in a new battle pack. I'm going to switch to the next page right now. And those troopers, I think they look awesome. I just want to see what purpose they have, and what the reason is that we get new troopers. Let me see if I can get this in screen over here. Yeah, this is about in screen. I think there was one figure that was a Kessel tradesman or something, which means that we're going to have something about the Kessel Run, I think, which is awesome. But I think the sets look cool. I really want the Millennium Falcon, but that is because I have a lot of them already. The speeders, I don't know. The battle pack, definitely like most, but I think there's still more sets coming out, and we'll have to see if there's better sets, because it's not a great wave yet. I think there's some stuff missing, but there's only a few sets released, so I think there's still more coming. So I hope that answers your questions, Sylvian. Let me see. What's your favorite movie? Well, of course, Star Wars. I think for now I have to go with Rogue One. I think it's very different from anything else we've seen um, with Star Wars movies. Most Star Wars movies have these, kind of James Bond-like one-liners, which is fine, which is okay. Rogue One was darker, didn't have that. Everybody died. I know it was. I think I like it that much because it's so different, and I think that I would love to see more sets. And I think it's crazy that we haven't seen a Saw Gerrera minifig. I mean, that's just insane. He was such a huge character, and he was nowhere. So, no idea how that happened, but yeah, I just hope we get more Rogue One sets one day. Let me see if there's any more questions. Hi, Revan. Hello, my friend. Well, you're my friend indeed. Thank you very much for all your thoughtful comments and all your input for this channel. Some buffering, yeah. I think that if people are in the United States, this is indeed a pretty big difference because I'm in Europe, so that's a lot of space that has to be covered with data. I don't know if that matters anytime, but that might be the reason why some people are having troubles streaming this. Oh, you live in New Zealand. Okay, so that's indeed the other side of this planet. I'm very sorry to hear that, but yeah, I'm guessing it's not the internet. I'm guessing it's indeed just the distance. Do you have any video game consoles by Josh? Well, I used to be a really big Nintendo fan, but at the moment I really have no time at all to do anything else for myself except for this channel, and this channel is already demanding more than I would like at some points. So I have almost all old Nintendo um, consoles, but I would like to buy a Switch and the new Zelda game, but I would only buy that if I have a few weeks to play, and I don't. So I'm not sure why or when I'll be able to. But I hope I'll win $1 million someday and be able to pick up gaming again. So let's see. Okay, so I've been building really slow, going to page 10 and step 6, and we're having the first Technic pieces. I'm not a really big fan of Technic pieces in Lego sets, I have to be honest. We see them a lot in the bigger sets nowadays. I know it's just to keep them from, falling apart, and it helps with the integrity, but they are just not the most fun pieces to build at all. But I guess this is going to be for a certain functionality. I haven't seen anything about the set, just that I want it, and I have seen what other people do with it. So that's why I wanted. I have no idea what the functionality or anything is going to be. I didn't even check the box really that well. Another question from Joss. Will you do a face reveal? I might. I would like to do, movies where you have me on screen answering questions or doing stuff like that. But I live really small in the Netherlands, and I don't have a real good place to do that. And also, I'd like to keep my personal details private for at least a while, and just see where this channel goes. And in Sweden, I have a pretty cool, awesome Lego Star Wars room, and I think that would be a great studio to do some face reveal videos in the future. Question from Alex1. Do you plan on buying a UCS set the next time? I think he means yes, most definitely, although I still have to sell my UCS Millennium Falcon for a decent price someday. So there's a lot of money locked up in the second one. But yeah, sure, I will buy a UCS, but I have to be honest, if there's a Cloud City for 500 euros, or I can buy a Slave 1 and a UCS TIE Fighter, I'll definitely go for the last option. Simply because I would rather have cool builds and chips than a very expensive playset. Hi, Kakovet. Good to see you here. Do you have Astro War? No. To be truly honest, I'm probably too old to know what Astro War is. I'm guessing it's a game, but I don't. Um, would I like to do more streams? A question by Brick Boys. Yes, I would. This is my first one, but I am already enjoying it. So, yeah, sure, I will do more live streams. I think they're going to be of live builds most of the time, and I will not live stream my mock. But that's just because the mock that I'm building is pretty complicated, takes up a lot of time, and as you can see, the live stream really takes away from the speed of building. And I don't have that much time left anyway, so I need a whole evening to just build a mock and just go for it. Um, and I know this just costs focus, so I'm just hoping that I can actually build this small set without making any mistakes. What do you think about the rumors of a UCS Harry Potter set? Well, don't think it will be UCS. That's I think something that's mostly a Star Wars thing. I don't think they'll bring out a UCS set, but maybe a expensive set though, like the Ninjago City set or something, which could be considered UCS in some ways. I am a Harry Potter fan. Well, not a fan. I just like the movies, mostly when it's winter, which is kind of natural, I think. But we'll have to see. I would like to see that. And if I would have infinite money, then sure, I would buy it. I like almost every Lego theme out there. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I would just have to see. I hope no Cloud City. I hope a UCS Star Destroyer. Yeah, that would be cool. Star Destroyer would be something that I would buy a UCS of. But still, I would like to see what the price is because the used Star Destroyers are not that expensive at the moment. I could easily buy one with well under 500 euros. So I guess everything is about price if I would buy anything. And also, you know that there's going to be more UCS sets in the future. So if I don't like a newer UCS set coming out, I'll just wait for another one, I think. Especially as I would like to buy two. Let me check the chat. I'm watching Rogue One. That's cool. I wish I could watch Rogue One and chat with you guys and talk with you guys and build a set by. I don't have four eyes. Do you have a Star Wars helmet like a Stormtrooper one? No, but I have done a haul video quite recently in which you can see actually my 3D glasses for the cinema, which are a Stormtrooper and Death Trooper one, which are pretty cool, I think. Unfortunately, I took them to the movie and they denied me the use, or at least they told me I couldn't use them because they are normal 3D glasses and I needed IMAX 3D glasses. So by now, I think I have about 700 3D glasses that I don't really need. I just keep forgetting taking them to the cinema and putting them on. I'm building old Lego sets from Adventures. Yeah, that's a cool theme. I had some Adventure set when I was a kid. I really like that, the kind of Indiana Jones theme going on. Here's Rex 200 saying he's looking forward to pictures of the Cloud Sea. Well, I'm looking forward to pictures of anything that the new UCS set would be. Joss, which is your favorite Star Wars character? And that, my friends, is a very difficult question. First of all, there are so insanely much Lego Star Wars characters or Star Wars characters that it's very hard to choose, and it is very, very hard to choose. But I would have to go with Obi-Wan. Yeah, it has to be Obi-Wan because first I would say Darth Vader, but I guess Obi-Wan is the guy that connects everything, and he's also a very cool character. So that would be my choice for favorite character. Daniel Sides says hello. Well, hello there. I would like to see a UCS Supremacy. That's a good ship. I would like to see a Supremacy. In fact, I think it is weird that we have not seen a Supremacy set, but we did get a new First Order Star Destroyer, which I think looks just way too much like the other Star Destroyers that we have seen before and the Venator that we have seen before. And a Supremacy would actually be something totally different. So yes, I think the Supremacy is a set I would love to see, and I would actually buy as soon as it comes out. Alex1 asks, do you know the Thrawn trilogy from Star Wars Legends? No. That is because I have zero time to read anything about or of Star Wars Legends, but I would if I could. Reading Star Wars books and comics is something I would like to do, but I simply don't have the time. Although next time in Sweden, I think I'll have a little bit more time off instead of just working. So I think I could actually try to get a comic or something like that and just read that. Any more questions? My favorite Star Wars character is R2-D2 or Han Solo, says Lego for Life. Oh, damn. I said Kenobi, but it might be Han Solo. Either those two are just the best characters. Daniel Sainz says, I just looked at the 2018 Clone Jedi Battle Pack, and from his expression, I think he is not happy. And I think I can understand, because a battle pack with 2 Jedi makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. You would buy more and more battle packs and have a lot of double Jedi, and you don't need them. So that's kind of weird. I don't know why Lego makes those choices sometimes, because they, after all these years, they must know that there are people collecting figures, and the whole point of a battle pack is getting multiples of a figure. That is, that seems reasonable to get multiples of, and a main character like a Jedi is just not something that you need multiples of. So I'm still astonished by what choices Lego makes, but I'm afraid it's all about the money. All right, let me have a small drink and see if there is any more questions. I want to use the Starfighter from Obi-Wan so much. Well, I think that's it. One of the cheapest UCS sets to get, actually, next to BB-8. So, yeah, that might be one of the sets that I'm going to look out for, because it's about $100, which is cheaper than some playsets. So I think that's a very good one. So I'm really angry that they don't have the Phase 2 white clone troopers. I understand that you're angry about that, Daniel. And I have to say that the first screenshots that I saw from the new clone battle pack did have those Phase 2 clones in it. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. But on the other hand, people have armies and armies of the regular ones. So I think they're just going to help out people who want to create even bigger armies. That seems to be a reason, I guess. Let me see. More questions, if I can find them. I'm building the UCS Imperial Shuttle now. Well, that's great, Alex. I would love to have that set and see it. But I think it's a little bit too expensive for my budget, but you're a lucky guy building that. Brick Boys asks, why did you shop this set? Can you tell the story? Well, I think he means why did I buy the set. I think it just looks great, and also it's one of the cheaper builds. I love the figures, and I don't know, there's just something about this look that I want to have it, and it looks good. I want to have multiples of this set if I can. And also, I think it's going to be a pretty good investment piece, looking at how fast this one was sold out and the other ones weren't. So if there's any advice tonight, I would say buy 2 of these and keep one close. Don't all go out and buy 2, because that makes the whole point worthless. But if you want to invest in a set and keep it for a few years and double your money, I think this is a set to do that with. More questions from Johan Solo. Do you know more Star Wars fun facts, like the Porg fact? I didn't know that. I guess one Star Wars fact could be that Jabba the Hutt was actually a man. It was a human. If you Google that, you can check out the original videos, and you can actually see that he was edited out and replaced with the slimy creature that we all know and not love. But that's a fun fact, I think. Not everybody knows that. More questions from Kind Zonder Leven. I have the Lepin Death Star. Is that wrong? Well, that's a very hard question. Without opening a can of worms over here, I would have to say, is it wrong? Well, technically, yes. Lepin is, in fact, infringing on a lot of trademarks, and what they do is basically illegal. But I guess this is a free world, and if you want to buy a weapon set. That is not my choice to make, it's your choice to make. So I hope I answered that question decently enough for you. Another question from Joss: do you like Star Wars Rebels? Yes, I do. I like it very much. I have seen a lot of episodes, but kind of fragmented. So I'd like to get to DVDs or sometime and um, kind of hold a marathon and watch all of the episodes, because the storyline is a little bit mixed up in my head because I've seen too many episodes in the wrong order, making it very hard to understand the timeline enough. Let me see. I'm just checking the chat now for more questions. From Supreme Gamer: although I don't post Lego stuff on my channel, I have so many Lego Star Wars sets and I love them. I actually just got the UCS Slave 1. Well, that is awesome. I would love to have the Slave 1. Problem is, though, that I have at least 20 or 25 sets waiting to be shipped to my home in Sweden. I only can take so much at a time because I travel by plane. And when I do not want to pay for more luggage. So I take what I can in my hand luggage, and that is not a lot, as you can imagine. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a picture of me traveling to Sweden and showing a pic of my bag, which has been filled with Lego, top to bottom, and that is about what I can take every time. So if I buy another large set like the UCS Falcon or any UCS set, I would not be able to build it here because there is simply no space left in the apartment. Just having another sip. Let me see. Okay, thank you for the story. Well, you're welcome, Brick Boys. I know that from Jabba. That's good. I know some facts. I'm not a Star Wars guru or anything, but I just know some stuff. And sometimes people don't know, so that's I guess fun to share with other people. Okay. Question from Brick Trooper Studios: what set remake would you remake if you could remake any Lego Star Wars set? That's a tricky one. First of all, there is hundreds of Lego Star Wars sets, making it very, very difficult to choose. But also, I don't know every set, so I might be mistaken in some points. But I would like to see it's a sort of a recent set, but I would like to see a new Wookiee gunship. I think there was too many stickers. It looked too childish, the previous one, but I really like the ship because it looks a little bit like the clone gunship or the Republic gunship, and I think it would deserve another version. But there's probably other sets I would like to see remake as well, but that is one that just comes to mind just now. Kind zonder Leven says thanks. Well, you're welcome. Sylvian, would you like a Snoke's throne room playset, maybe a exclusive version of Snoke and some Praetorian guards? Yes, I would. In fact, that is another surprise that was not made, because in The Last Jedi, I said there's just so much stuff that we have seen before, or that didn't need to be made at all, including the First Order AT-ST set, which is totally worthless. Although I don't think that is Lego's fault. I think that is Disney's fault for not giving the right information to Lego, or either Lego misinterpreting the scene. But that set could have been easily traded either for an actual First Order AT-ST or a throne room playset. Although I have to say the Battle on Crate or Defense of Crate playset is an awesome set. I think that is one of the better sets that I have seen in a while now. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it gives you a ship. It gives you two, structures, I would say, some cool figures. I mean, it's a cool set, and I understand why Lego does not want to make too many playsets. So I think that is the reason, but I think we might see more. I mean, we haven't seen a Canto Bight set as well, so maybe there's more sets coming. I'm not sure. Looking at more questions at the moment. Alex1 says, I own the Assault on Hoth and it's really not bad, but not UCS. Yeah, and I understand what you mean. It was actually on discount, I think a week ago or something, from 290 to 190 or something, and I would have bought it if it was still available, it was sold out. And I understand why a lot of people don't think it's UCS, but that's the same thing that I have with the uh, Cloud City set or a possible new Cloud City set that will be coming. UCS is something that I would like to see used for just ships, because for me UCS stands for um, a set of a ship that has been made to minifigure scale, and those playsets are, I don't know, they're playsets, they're for kids. And even though the Assault on Hoth set is a great set and has everything you need to build your own Battle of Hoth, I still think it's not a real UCS set. Let me see. So, Brick Boys asks, do you like the First Order ATST set? I don't like it. Well, like I said before, no, I don't like it either, or not that much at least. Um, Unfortunately, there is some characters in there, like a Phasma that I would like to have. I don't have a Captain Phasma yet, but I might bricknick it or something. Maybe if it's on sale for like 70% off, but that one is definitely not on my list to get. Although I have to say that if you look at the size of the set and you just not look at the fact that the head is missing and you put it next to a Imperial ATST set, it's actually pretty big. So you could use it to build your own First Order ATST and just use it for the legs and then build the rest yourself. I think that's an option. In the meanwhile, I'm at step 26 and I think I am at 1/3. So this is going to take a while this way, but that's not a bad thing. Just ask me anything you'd like and I'll try to answer anything that I like to answer. Maarten Speelt Games asks me in Dutch how old I am. Well, I am 29. So, yeah, short answer, but it's the truth. I'm 29. And before this, I was 28, and after this, I will be 30. Like most people of 29. Let me see. More questions, if I can find them. The chat is going pretty fast, so it's pretty hard to read everything and build. What my name on Instagram is? Well, it's EmpireBricks_YouTube. So check me out and follow me there, because I'll share stuff there that I can't share on YouTube, simply because any video for some stuff would be too short, or just I don't know, it's just not suited for YouTube, and I just share it on Instagram. So that would be good. Joss says, I have to go, but you are the best Lego YouTuber for me. Goodbye. Well, thank you, Joss. That's a great compliment. I hope to see you around in the comment section someday. And thank you very much for watching. Brick Trooper Studio says, what would you make that has not been made? Well, I'm not sure about the whole set, but I would love to see a set with Star Guerrera. I think it's, like I said before, it's crazy that we haven't seen him in a set. And I really don't care which set it is. It could be a playset of his hideout, or maybe with the hologram with I'm forgetting his name, Galen or so. I mean, something like that would be cool, I guess. But I just need that figure. It's crazy. He should be made a long time ago. He's even in the Rebel series and hasn't been made. So that's kind of weird. I mean, just to complete this step, and I'm turning back to the chat if I can find it. Let me see. Question from Supreme Gamer: do you think I should make a Lego channel? Well, that's hard for me to say. I can only say how I started my Lego channel, and that is because I was out of the Lego game for a long time. I used and played with Lego since I was 4 years old or something, until I was, I guess, 12, Then I went to high school and I went to study and I got busy and I stopped doing that. And just suddenly, somewhere at the end of 2016, I thought, okay, let's give it a try. I just want to do this one thing, make this one mock because I just like to try it. And then I thought, okay, this mock turned out so well. Um, Let me share it with people. So I created one video, and as you can see, that kind of got out of control, and here we are. So if you're passionate, just do it and make a few videos. If you like it, you can go on, and if you don't like it, you can quit. There's no pressure. It's your channel. You decide. Let me see. Finn and Eli's customs and reviews. Hey, Empire Bricks. Well, hey there. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching my videos because I have seen you around before. Let me see. Martin Spilled Games asks, why is this stream disliked? Well, I am absolutely clueless. I have no idea why somebody would dislike this stream. I'm just building a set live. That's what I'm doing, answering questions. And if you don't like it, well, just don't watch, I guess. But it's a free world. Everybody can dislike what they want. I don't mind. I'm just doing what I like to do. And everybody who can tune in and watch and enjoy it, I'm happy if I can entertain you for at least a while. So I guess that's what I think about that. Just complete this step, and this is weird. These bricks with the masonry pattern, all the masonry patterns are turned inwards, which I think is weird because I would put them outwards, but that's what the instructions say. The brick built skeletons asks, who thinks they would make a UCS battle pack? I don't know how a UCS battle pack would look like. I don't think that's a thing. Lego for Life asks, what do you do with broken pieces? Well, in general, I keep them in a zip bag or Ziploc bag. I'm not sure why, but I might do something crafty with them someday. Make a necklace, or maybe my wife can make something from it. I don't know. It's just a waste to throw it away because it's only one crack or one small thing that is broken, and you never know what you can use it for. So I always keep it, unless it's actually broken, like a droid arm or something. I just throw it away. Let me check. New questions. I think there should be a Kashyyyk set with the tree or something from Martin's Build Games. Yes, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Let me see if I have more questions. Finn and Eli's Customs and Reviews asks, would you rather have more realistic size accurate sets like the older turbo tanks or the newer one? That is a trick question, and I'll tell you why. Because even though most of the newer iterations of sets are predominantly smaller than the older ones, they do have more pieces and they are more sturdy and more detailed. So yes, I would like to see larger ones, but I would also like to see larger ones with the same amount of detail as the smaller ones. But that would make them crazy expensive because they already have a lot more pieces than the older ones. So yes, I would like to see that, but I don't think that is something Lego would do simply because the sets would be too expensive for people to buy, even though they would probably be worth it. But I think they're going to save that category for UCS sets, that price category. Let me see. Some discussion between Kind Zonder Leven and Martin's Build Games. Let me scroll through that and see the end credits. Let's scroll up the screen. Someone having trouble with this DVD. The Brick Build Skeleton asks, do you buy Clone Troopers? Well, no. Short answer is no. I don't buy Clone Troopers separately, or at least I don't do often. When I do order something on Bricklink, I always check out the store that has the pieces that I want, and then look at the minifigure and set section and see if they have anything that is cheap or something that I would like. But mostly Clone Troopers are pretty expensive. So no, I don't buy separate Clone Troopers. Sometimes I get separate Clone Troopers from a bulk deal or a local deal. So that turns out great. That's a cheap way to get them, but that's you have to get lucky to get that. So yeah, I don't really buy separate. That's too expensive. I do buy droids, simply because they're less expensive. Sylvian asks, would you like a direct-to-consumer UCS Mass Castle or Scarab Citadel Tower? Well, I do like a direct-to-consumer anything basically because if it's the same price as in the shop, I don't know, I can save points with my VIP account. So yeah, I like direct-to-consumer. And if I'd have to choose between a UCS Mass Castle or a Scarab Citadel Tower, I would definitely have to go for the Citadel Tower. Another set from Rogue One that I don't know, that it should have been made, it hasn't been made. Instead, we got another AT-ST from Rogue One, which we already had more than enough of. Although I have to say it's a great set, but I would still rather see the Citadel Tower. People like new stuff. We want to see new things that haven't been made before. But that's just me. So let me see. Okay, I guess I came to about the end of the chat for this moment. So I'm just gonna build a little bit because I'm a little bit behind right now. This should be here. Why did I forgot that piece. There it is. Martin's Build Games asks, what do you think of the Han Solo sets? Well, that was a question that was asked a little while ago in this stream, but I think they're great. It's new, and that's just like what I said a few minutes ago. I like stuff that is new. What I don't like is applying stickers, though. It's very hard to get that right. And that is something that I don't like about buying from eBay or Marktplaats or anything like that, is that if you buy a set with stickers in it, and it's not someone who actually cares about the stickers, they are more often than not horribly applied, making the set virtually worthless if you don't rebuy the stickers, at least if you want to sell the set. So that's kind of a downside. I personally am pretty good at applying the stickers, and I think I do a pretty good job at that, but not all people do, and it's a pity to get a set with stickers that are, broken or scratched or missing or anything like that. Kind zonder Leven asks, what is your favorite clone commander or captain? Another hard question, but mostly because I kind of missed out on the whole Clone Wars series when they were on television and really popular. So I haven't seen most of the episodes, and that makes it hard to tell. But if I would have to say, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't even know all of them. So I'm afraid I have to skip that question, or at least not give an answer. And I hope I can answer it in a future live stream when I have actually seen more of the Clone Wars series. So guys, just about the set, here goes the cloth piece, and I think that looks great. It really looks like a cloth piece hanging that allows to go into the playset. Brick Boy says, I have to go now. Bye bye. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later. I hope to see you in the comment section. So let's go to step 39. We have a fish and a stick, and they have to go in here. This is what I don't like about playsets, is kind of the childish stuff, like fish and stuff like that. It's not very Star Warsy, but doesn't matter. Just going to continue and do this. And with the chat being a little bit more empty, it allows me to speed up my build because this is not going really fast at all. All right, so almost nearing the end of bag 1, finally. And here we are. Okay, so this is probably to have the... Okay, so this is what the function is for. If you put this piece of wall over here, you can push this lever and it falls off. I'm not sure why though, but I'll have to see. Might be for Ray to shoot it or something. Kind zonder leven says, my name is Jeff. Well, my name is Christian. Although I introduce myself as Chris every time. And my full name is Christian. All right. I think I'm done. So these are the spare pieces for bag number 1. Mostly some 1x1s of anything. One of the sticks and one Technic round piece. So going into my spare bin, which is very good to have. If you buy a lot of sets, like I do, then you create a huge amount of small spares, which is great for mock building. Because even for my current mock, the Thief mock, I'm going to open bag number 2 in the meanwhile. I'm lacking detail, and that is something I really want to learn. And I'm understanding now by looking at other people's mocks and builds that I'm starting to understand the power of the 1x2, and by that I mean the 1x2 plate in any which color, doesn't matter, which creates so much detail. Okay, and here we get something that I don't like about this set. Although I do like her character, I do like basically anything about Ray, but we get too many Rays. There are so many of her. I think this is the 5th or 6th time that I gotten a figure of her, and alright, so this is the first one that actually has the Jedi outfit, but still, too many Rays. I mean, I posted a picture on my Instagram today of a minifigure display frame from my own business that I run, and I'm shipping it to Sweden for my doubles, and I could fill half of that with my Rays. So that's not good. Okay, so here is Ray, putting her next to Luke. I have to find the pieces for her lightsaber, and that's here. And as usual, we get another lightsaber hilt. So we have one light metallic gray here and one spare, which is going in the spare bin. In the meanwhile, going back to the chat, looking at Sylvian asking, what was your favorite scene from episode 8? Well, that has to be... am I spoiling now? I think everybody has seen it by now. If you haven't, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it. But the scene where Kylo kills Snoke and then looks at Rey very meaningful, and then they turn and fight off all those guards. I think that was epic. It has given me goosebumps, and that is something that I could look on repeat for like a week, I think. So yeah, definitely my favorite scene from the new movie. Jamie Moore says, you are a Lego expert. Well, I certainly think I am, or try to be, at least. But I still have a lot to learn, I can tell you that. I am no expert yet. At least, as long as there's a lot of people better than I am probably no expert. So, I guess I'm a Padawan in many areas. I know stuff, but I don't know everything. Taking a sip of my drink. Kind zonder leven says my real name is Sven. And that's a cool name. It's Swedish, I think. And as you all know, or may not know, I go to Sweden a lot and I love it. So Sven is a great name. I love it. First step of bag number 2, apart from building Ray, is building a coffee table. That's the first. Alright. Johan Solo asks, if you could be a Star Wars character for a day, who would you be and why? That's a tricky question, because I would normally say immediately I would like to be Obi-Wan or Anakin or any Jedi. But I actually would really like to know what it is like to be Emperor Palpatine. My friends sometimes think I act a little bit as a dictator, and I tend to do the same at work. So I'd love to be one in real life for just a day and just check out if I can be a good dictator in some respects. Oh, hey, Andy Briggs. Hey, that's really cool to see you here. From New Zealand. What time is it? It's 8. It's Monday. Okay, so you're actually time traveling now, talking to me. That's really cool. Really cool to see people all the way from New Zealand tuning into my live stream over here. So, if you have a second, everybody, I'm gonna put in the coffee table somewhere. How does this work? It has to go here. Okay, so that's the coffee table done. Oh, damn, I need to put the cherry in before. Another first, cherries in a Star Wars set. I think this is the first time we've gotten this piece, if I can get it in front of the camera, in a Star Wars set. No idea why they do stuff like that. Not cool, Lego. That's for friend set or something like that. Andy Bricks, I see you everywhere. Yeah, he is everywhere. He's kind of an active YouTuber, I think. And he loves Lego, just like I do. Johan Solo says, lol, I think it was about what I said, so thank you very much. Funny because it's true, I guess. Sylvian says, sadly, the Rey minifigure is really inaccurate. Her outfit is a light gray color instead of a light tan color. Yeah, that's another thing that you could not like about Rey. I think everything about Rey is cool except for the minifigures that we've gotten. Also, that is because we have gotten so many of the same, and that is just bad. But on the other hand, she always wears sloppy clothes in the movie, so I don't know. Martin Spilt Games asks, what is een gratis edit software, which is a good video editing software, I think he means. But I actually don't edit my movies. My reviews are just filmed and I upload them. I don't even watch them anymore, simply because I really can't stand listening to myself. It's really strange to hear your own voice. So I just know if the video went well or didn't went well. If I'm not happy, I do it again. If I'm happy, I just upload it. And the time-lapse videos are actually edited in iMovie on my MacBook, which you get free with your MacBook. It's just free software, which works fine. By the way, I was building off-screen a little bit, but this is what I'm building. I think it's a roof. Johan Solo says, you have a great voice to listen to. Hashtag no homo. Well, that's a funny thing. Thanks, I guess. It's just my regular voice. Although I have to say that I don't listen to my own voice that often. So probably I do not think it's a very nice voice to listen to. But that's because it's my own voice. But thank you. I think having a nice voice to listen to is important if you're on YouTube. One example is Jangbricks. I really like listening to his videos. He has a very pleasant voice to listen to, making his reviews very pleasant to watch. And he's very consistent in his voice. Martin Spilt Games asks, what is your favorite Star Wars character? I think I had that question before, or very similar question. But I think, I guess Obi-Wan or Han Solo. Someone is already helping me. But I think those are the two most epic characters, but they never met. So I guess it's very hard to choose a favorite Star Wars character because there are so many eras. I think you have to at least have one favorite per era or per episode or timeline, I guess. And I think Han Solo would be, the after Obi-Wan Kenobi favorite, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would be the pre-Han Solo favorite. Although I don't really like the old Obi-Wan, but that is because, first of all, it's from an old movie, and I think the small part that he had in the Rebel series was not like the Obi-Wan I would like to see. Let's just keep it like that. More stickers, I think. Yeah, more stickers. So yours is Yoda. Yeah, I think that's a very cool character as well. He's a little bit too wise. There's no action going on with him. So yeah, he's really cool, but he's almost too cool, I think. And Obi-Wan is kind of flawed. He has a very deep storyline, and Yoda has a, I don't know, a kind of simple storyline. He's just that wise guy. Another question from Sylvian. Do you like Disney's and the art directors at Lucasfilm approach with adding new Stormtrooper variant with each movie or sequel trilogy? You guys ask so many very different and difficult questions. Yes, of course, I like having more variety because what I like about the Star Wars universe is that it's so diverse and there is something for everybody. I mean, just look at the Last Jedi movie. You can actually see that there is the Canto Bight scene, which is almost for kids, and I just love how there's something in it for everybody, and more diversity is a good thing, I think. But as an army builder, I would have to say no, I don't like it because I like multiples of the same, and it makes it harder and harder to collect multiples of the same. I'd rather have the same stormtrooper used in every set that has a stormtrooper, so I can collect a vast amount of stormtroopers relatively easy. And now I have scout troopers, death troopers, imperial hover tank pilots, shore troopers, normal stormtroopers, you name it. So that's kind of difficult. To build an army, you want more of the same, and for the storyline, I think it's good to have more. So I hope that's a good answer to the question. Martin's Build Game says, yeah, it's kind of a pity that we don't know that much about Yoda. Yes, I think that's very true. I think it would be a good thing to have more background on Yoda. Although I have to say I was surprised that I saw Yoda in the Last Jedi movie, and I was happily surprised um, because let me see, I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing this because I don't know, he was kind of done. He was dead, and his story was very shallow. And this was a quick and easy way to create a little bit more depth. So a very good choice, and I really like how they brought the old Yoda. So the one from the older movies did not update the look. I think that was a good choice. Okay, so Supreme Gamer actually made a Lego YouTube account as we speak, I think, and hopes he can become like me. Well, I sure hope. I mean, I just love how people try to share their love of Lego, and that is what YouTube is all about. And that's how this channel started. I just wanted to share my Endor mock, um, which I think is still one of the coolest mocks I made, and still does not have that many views on my channel. It's kind of weird. It's the oldest video, and many other videos have more views than my Endor mock, so that's kind of strange. Some people in the chat are now sharing their knowledge of Star Wars quotes, something that I still need to learn a bit more about. I'm pretty good with quotes, but there's just always, to give funny answers to all you guys' comments is pretty hard because if you have been following my channel, you know that I basically answer every single comment on my YouTube channel, which costs a lot of time, and I always try to give you a unique answer. So I never copy paste any comments from someone else and copy it to your answer. Everybody is answered very personally, and sometimes it's funny to throw in a quote, but I would need more quotes in my quote library to keep funny. So I would love to have more quotes in my brain. Let me see if there's any new questions. Will you see a UCS Starkiller base? I don't know. There is a Death Star set. I think that's the one you mean. That the second Death Star, no, the first Death Star set, which is actually a very, very large playset, and I'm just not a fan of it. It looks horrible. It looks nothing like the Death Star. It's very good for kids and for play, for pieces and for figures, but not a UCS set. And if that is what people would see in a UCS Starkiller base, then no, I would not like to see that. But that's just me. It's anybody can build and like whatever they want. I'm not a big fan of the UCS playsets. Lego for Life says that he's building his first Lego set that I had. Well, that's very cool. I wish I could remember my very first set. I know my very first Lego Star Wars set, which is the X-Wing, I think. I got that when I was visiting my grandmother when I was very young. But it has to be 1999 because it was one of the very first sets that came out. So that's almost 20 years ago. That's a long time. Johan Solo says, I really like your Endermark, but maybe it has little views because it was not a series. That's true. But I can reveal to you guys that it was actually built as a series, but that was just for myself. I was bricklinking pieces and I was just figuring out how bricklink worked. And then built a little bit and then waited and then built a little bit. So I could have done a series, but I didn't have a YouTube channel when I was building it. So maybe that's a problem. But I really love that mock and I might do a remake of it one day. Although I have to say that mocks that I design myself are that time consuming that I am considering taking a new approach to that, to with the mock building part of my channel. But I will tell you guys, of course, when the time is there. I can see that not all the figures are actually in screen, so let's get that over there. All right. So, but about the mock building, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm gonna finish the lead, of course, even though it has been delayed a little bit because of the holidays and stuff. I'll take it to an event, but then I'll have to break it up because it's taking up too much space, and just thinking about the design is taking up so much time that it is, I don't know, taking a little bit of the pleasure, I guess, away from mock building, and it's creating pressure to create something really cool. So I'm thinking about a new approach, but I'm not sure about what. But I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I figure it out. Let me see. We're kind of nearing the end over here. So let me see. Is there any more questions? Supreme Lego says, guys, just for you to know, I'm not that excited about the Han Solo movie. It's not like that I don't like it, but I'm more excited for the Han Solo sets in the movie. Yeah, I guess I know what you mean. But I think normally you see some sets, for example, with the Last Jedi, and you think, oh, what is this about? This is crap, and I don't want it. But then you see the movie and you understand. So I think this will be similar. I think if you see the movie, you want the sets. That's basically how this works. Sylvian asks where there was conflict. I know. Oh, that's a Snoke quote, which I think I know Sylvian a little bit by now. He comments a lot on my channel, very detailed and elaborate comments, and he knows his Star Wars stuff. So I'm guessing he did this one by head. Supreme Lego says, I'm jealous you got Ahch-To Island. I saw Ahch-To Island in Toys R Us, but I wanted to get the 2 new battle packs. Yeah, well, I'm jealous you got the 2 new battle packs, man. I'm not a millionaire or anything, so I have to make choices as well. I just figured this was a very nice set I wanted to have, and just a great set to build live. I just like the coloring. I like the pieces. I have to say that looking at all the sets, that this one has crazy good pieces for mock building. Just all the gray pieces, dark and light, the green pieces. If you like mock building, this is something you need to get on sale and just get a few. And then you have enough pieces to build, some rocks and some terrain. So that's a good thing. More quotes. Let me see. Apology accepted, Captain Nita. The Vader quote. I love how you guys are trading quotes right now. Do you have any tips to build a Lego city? Says Lego for Life. Well, I actually do a Lego city. I don't know if you are aware, but I have a Lego city update going on my channel. I do it every time when I'm in Sweden. And just for me, I just buy the sets. So I wait for a certain modular building to be on sale. I get it. I add it to the city. And I use all the pieces that I get extra from advent calendars and stuff like that. All my spare pieces from years ago to build that city. but think about what you want. Make a layout, draw it on paper, and just think about what you want, because Lego is expensive. If you don't have a plan and you need to change it afterwards, then you spend money that you could have spent on something that you would actually like. So I guess that's my best tip for this moment, is that you should plan it. Very good. Let me check this out. Orange Bricks says, "Hey Chris." Hey there, Orange Bricks. Hello there. Um, I have to read between all you guys, all their quotes. Supreme Lego Star Wars says, "I like Han Solo. I just think it would be better if they made a Kenobi." Yeah, another difficult one. Kenobi and Han Solo are both my favorite characters, I guess. So I'd love to see movies about both of them. But I really hope they do a Kenobi movie before Ewan McGregor is old. Uh, so he could do it right now and still be a convincing Obi-Wan. I think that would be great. A movie about Obi-Wan training Anakin, I guess. That would be really insanely great. Taking a drink and talking a lot makes my throat a little bit dry. Battle Droid says, "My first Lego Star Wars set was the 2012 X-Wing. That's a good set. I think that's the 9493. That's a collector's item, I think." uh, Supreme Lego Star Wars says, "I started a tradition some years ago. I have all the advent calendars from Star Wars and keep collecting them." Yeah, I have the same thing. I have two now. I actually have a new old advent calendar coming in soon. I think it's 2015 or 14 version. Um, because I would like to do a series. But I can ask you guys right now, if I would get an older advent calendar, should I do a series like I did last December, even though it's not December? Just random in February or April or August or something like that. What do you guys think? Before going to the bottom of the chat, still checking if I haven't missed any questions. More quotes, more quotes. Yes, Sylvian is Dutch. Uh, Although his English is very, very good. Uh, I'm not sure where he picked that up. He might be partially not Dutch, because his English is way too good for a regular Dutchie, but he's Dutch. Okay, so we're almost there, or at least I have about 40 pieces to go. Am I doing this right? Yeah. So some slopes. I'm not sure what this is. I think this is just some extra terrain piece with this rock thing going on. Okay, it's pretty cool to see how old you guys are, because you asked me. I'm 29, but one says 18, which is Sylvian, one 11, another one 14. So that's quite young. But that's a good thing. You guys have all the time in the world to not miss out on all the great Star Wars sets. I really, really, really wished I bought some sets during my teenager years. Um, Kind of a missed opportunity right now, but what do you do? I can only recommend to, even if you're not into Lego Star Wars, just buy some of the big sets, keep them close, and sell them later. You'll be happy that you had them. Someone here is 15. Kintel Nev says, "Sorry, I have to go, but make more streams. Empire Bricks, bye bye." Well, bye bye, and yes, I will. I will definitely do more streams if you guys like it. And just sometimes if I just have a new set in, or maybe even an old new set, I'll just build it live and just see if there's any more questions that you guys have, um, and that you want to see answered. Because I don't know, there's a lot of Star Wars questions, but you can ask basically anything about my channel, about me, about whatever. Johan Solo says, "I feel old. I'm 30. Well, you're not old. We're still young, I guess. I mean, we have parents. They're old. I mean, we even have grandparents. They're really old. We're young. The other guys are just really, really young. Sylvian asks, why am I good in English? A lot of, well, yeah, gaming and playing games and videos. Yeah, that's the same way I learned it, or mostly I went to an international school for a while where English was the main language. So that helped, even though I was like 2 or 3. That is the language where, or that is the age when you pick up language the most. So that helped, but yeah, basically video games and stuff like that. That really helps. Okay, so this is a piece of terrain, and we have, as I can see, another one to add. So this is probably the last piece of terrain. Oh, so this will, no. So there's actually holes over here for Technic pins, and there is holes over here for Technic pins. And as I can see from the instructions, I'm building one more piece of terrain, so you can add it even right or left, or you can just switch it. That's another great thing about this set. You can change it up as much as you like. Not a lot of playsets have that, guys. So yeah, without actually reviewing this set, I would say that this is a set that I can really recommend because it's not too expensive and it's a great build. It has a lot of bulkiness and has a lot of Lego for its price. So that's good. Martin's Build Game says I'm young and asks which set is a which set I would recommend to buy from 1999, or do you mean the year 1999, or at least price 1999? I'm not sure. Battledroid says there is this YouTuber who didn't know people in the Netherlands speak Dutch, and he said the language was called Netherlandian. Well, yeah, I guess people forget that we exist because we're so small. But we speak pretty decent Dutch, most of us. Although I have to say that most people can just show you the way if you're a tourist, but that's about it. But still, I think 90% of the Dutch people can at least understand very basic English. Sylvian says, well, that is a surprise. I'm not sure what surprise he means. Could you explain? In the meanwhile, I'll finish up this turntable. I'm not sure why they always give you these pieces separately, though, because this turntable piece, it basically always goes in here. Although, I have to admit, in the Ninjago City set, it has not been used together, so I do understand. Johan Soto says, I think Martin means from the year 1999 to 2018. And he says, yeah. Okay, so if I would have to say the 1999, I would have to go for the Y-Wing and Vader's TIE Advance set. That's a great set. It has 2 vehicles. The Y-Wing is actually pretty decent. It's not that detailed, of course, as the newer one, but it has the ability to be modified very easily with spare pieces. And it's not expensive. So yeah, that's a set I would definitely pick up. If you want a Y-Wing, get that one and modify it, and you will have a cheap Y-Wing that is very personal. And from 2018, hard to say, but I actually recently did an analysis video on the summer 2018 sets, and apparently there is a playset Sandcrawler coming up. And I think that is the one to buy. I think that will be, for me at least, the set to get in 2018 that is not used yet. I don't have a Sandcrawler. They're expensive, and a playset Sandcrawler would be really, really awesome to add to my collection because I think the design of those things is just awesome. Legit Film says, can you say hello to me? My name is Anita BJ. Well, Anita BJ, hi. But I think you're joking me because Anita BJ means something I cannot repeat because there are people of lower age in this chat. But thanks for kidding around. That's always fun. You know, I'd always think that your name was Indian, so that's why I kind of went for it. But no, good one. Good one. Did not see that coming. So, adding the very last pieces. Yeah, you made me laugh. No hard feelings, though. I really like it when people joke around. Normally, I would see that coming, but you know, there's actually some people from India who follow my channel, and they have the weirdest names. And I'm pretty sure that with 1.3 billion Indians around, there is someone called I Need a BJ. I'm pretty sure. Martin Spilled Games asks, do you have kids? Well, not kids. I have a kid. I have a 7-month-old boy, nearing 7 months. Yeah, so that's like 6.5 months. So yeah, I have a kid, but very young. Although I gave him his first Lego Duplo set just yesterday, so I'm already starting to, you know, prime him for a life full of Lego. I'm even considering, you know, keeping my Lego Star Wars room in Sweden a secret and just, you know, show him when he's 7 or something, and he'll be just so surprised. But I think it's hard because it's already on YouTube, so pretty hard to keep a secret now. Okay, so there's this turning piece now over here, and this, at least according to the instructions, goes here. Moving on, is there any more in the chat? No, I think. Okay, so I'm just continue building then. We're adding the very last pieces now. And this is a strange thing. This is a rock piece with a weird type of crystal in it. And as far as I know, I haven't seen any weird type of crystals in the movie, so I'm kind of surprised. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Do you guys know what this is? I'll see if I can get it in screen properly, but what is this supposed to be? This rock with a crystal, which is on the box over here. There is no rock with a crystal in the movie as far as I can remember, and I've seen the movie a lot of times by now. Legit Films says, I got another joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, I don't know. If that is a American joke, then I probably don't know it, because I'm not into American jokes. I'm not familiar with them. Sylvan says the crystal isn't relevant, but it's a kyber crystal. Well, at least it's good, because I don't have kyber crystals at all. Making me think that we didn't get any kyber crystals from the Rogue One sets, and that would have made sense to get those. And with saying that, I have to say I think I'm done. So there is these pair pieces. So there's another black lightsaber hilt from Rey's staff, and this black bar piece. There's some cherries that are left over. Legit Film says knock knock. I guess I have to say who's there. A flame piece, some transparent pieces. So a whole bunch of spare pieces that are very useful. And the characters are complete. Looking at the set. So the set is done. We're done building. This is the sticker sheet, and I've told this before on my channel, I think, but I keep those. I'm not sure why, but I think it will make sense. I'm just a completionist. I want to keep everything. I'm very, particular about that. I'll be keeping all the sticker sheets. They are in a zip bag in Sweden, even the ones from the Millennium Falcon set. And if I ever sell a set, they will come with the emptied out pieces or emptied out sticker sheets. So that's a good thing. Having said that, let's have a look at the set, guys. So it's finished. It took me almost an hour and a half to build this, and normally it would take me 20 minutes. So cheers to you guys, keeping me busy with all the questions and the chat. Can you guys see there is some inside to this build over here? It's hard to do. Here it is. So it's not too elaborate. But yeah, I guess it's okay. I really like how you can, use these pieces and just, disconnect the Technic pieces and switch it around to this place and stuff like that. This set screams multiple. You need to get 3, 4, build the whole village. That's a really cool thing. Lego for Life says, I also keep the sticker sheets. Well, I think that's good. A true collector keeps everything, I guess. I also keep the boxes, the instructions. What I don't keep is the bags. And I actually saw someone selling these in a Facebook group, and there were multiple people that were interested in buying them. The emptied out bags, although actually the bags that he sold were actually cut neatly. So yeah, maybe I should cut the bags and sell these bags if that is a thing, and make some money to buy more Lego. So this is something I don't keep normally, but I might start doing that. Hi, Katarina Smith. I'm watching in German. Cool video. Thank you very, very much. I'm just curious, how did you find my channel? I mean, I'm almost done with the live stream, so thank you for tuning in. I'm just curious how you got here. In the meanwhile, just have a look at the set. So the thing is that if you give Rey her lightsaber in her hands and put her on this turning piece, you can actually have her turn around and I guess knock the just like this, knock the rock over, and it's supposed to, or at least you can play that it breaks open and the kyber crystal falls out. I don't know, this is kind of a strange part, but I like this part that she's actually training her lightsaber skills. I'm just not a big fan of the kyber crystal, but that's okay. The character is old Luke, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's their new favorite character, and I really like it. If you haven't checked it out yet, you can find an Ahch-To Island mock on my channel, and I did a custom old Luke, and I think it's I don't make customs a lot, but I think it looks very, very good. Katrina Smith says, I love Star Wars. Well, I love Star Wars as well. It's very nice to hear that there's a lot of people who are into Star Wars, and I think there will be many, many millions of more Star Wars fans to come with all the new movies coming out between now and 2020. Battledroid says the rock she cut off the top of the mountain and fell on top of the caretaker's cart. Yeah, I think you're right that this is the same rock, although there is no kyber crystal. Martin Spilled Games says, last question, what kind of work do you do? Well, that is a long answer for a last question, but I own my own business, and it's an internet business, and it does pretty okay, so I'm my own boss, although I do have an office, and I still have to be there every day. I'm not alone. I do that with a colleague, which is also my friend and my old roommate, so that's a cool thing. And we work there every day, and that allows me to be in Sweden a lot and work there, making it very easy to travel between the Netherlands and Sweden. Supreme Lego Star says, I hope I grow on YouTube. Well, it's getting late here, but I will definitely check out your channel somewhere later this week. If I forget, just remind me in one of the comments on my channel, and I'll check it out anyway. So, very cool that you started your channel just live while I was building this set. The Thunder Sword says, hi, I'm just a random person watching streams, and by the way, I started to write my own Star Wars book a couple of weeks ago. That's a cool thing. I've never heard that before. Someone writing their own Star Wars book. That's the thing that more people should do. Everybody's focusing on these mocks, and some people could try to invent new timelines. That's a cool thing. Well, I think that's it for tonight, guys. I'm really happy with this first live stream. I'm really happy with all the questions. Johan Solo says, thank you for live streaming and taking this precious time for us. You're very, very welcome, everybody. I really enjoyed this. And I can promise you that with my next haul video, or at least I hope so, next time I have a set that is new in box that I am building for the first time, I will try to involve all you guys again and build it live, and you can ask me any questions, and just start off where we left this one. So guys, thank you all for watching. That's it for tonight. I will see you all next time, and have a good evening. See ya.